Hey guys, it's Young Wealth. Now today we're going to talk about why ICP looks like it's skyrocketing. It's actually up 20% right now. When I say skyrocketing, I'm only saying it's skyrocketing off a 20% move because the market cap is in the billions, okay? So if we see 122% increase in volume over the past 24 hours, I class that as it's a mini skyrocket. Now, this is just the beginning, guys, because as you can see, the Bitcoin halving is in 25 days. And if we just go to Bitcoin for a second and have a look, we will see how Bitcoin is doing for a second. As you can see, Bitcoin is actually not really doing that much. So what does this actually indicate? We could possibly see a little run in the altcoins, okay? We could possibly see a little pump in the altcoins, by the end of the week, we could see internet computer ICP at $25 to $30. I would not be surprised. And if that happens, guess what? Everybody watching this video, we're making big money. Everybody watching the video, we're up in profits. We're eating good. So I just want to make a toast to everybody in ICP because we hold the top one coin in the market. Let me say it one more time. We hold the top one coin in the market right now, and I won't be surprised if we see higher price points, considering this next 2-3 weeks. We can go on a little rally here. If you look at the month, it's looking real healthy. We just broke past the resistance over here, which was around 1672. Now, this could be a bull trap. I would love to see us actually create support above the 1672 range so we can actually create some support and actually build new local highs. Now, if we just go to the yearly, we can actually see that we're actually at all-time high for the year. So it's looking so healthy. Just imagine this, it was at $3. Now it's at damn near $17. So what's that? A damn near a 6x, a 600% move to the upside. A 600% move to the upside. Guys, I'm so excited for the halving because when the halving comes, that's going to really show where we're at. As I said, I do think we can still see a big dump coming soon, but this is the time to capitalize. This is the time. I don't think you should take profits fully, but if you want to scrape some profits off the top to buy back in at dips, there's no issue with that. Now, with me and ICP, I'm not really selling anything. Why? Because at the end of the day, I want to hold for a year plus so I can avoid the short-term capital gains tax. If you don't know what the short-term capital gains tax is, you really need to do your research on that because there's two types of taxes when it comes to investments. There's the short-term capital gains tax and then there's the long-term capital gains tax. If you hold for over a year, you pay only around 15%. If you hold for less than a year, you're paying upwards of 30%. 30 to 40%. So it's you can do these trades, but it's bear that in mind. When you hold an asset like ICP for over a year, you're actually looking at a good amount of a valuable tax amount. You're only paying 15%, 20%, but if you hold for less than a year, you're going to be paying 40, 30%. So it's to the point where if we just go to the all-time graph, right, we still have a lot of room to grow. As you can see, the all-time high was actually $428, but that don't really count because that's when it launched, so I don't really count that. I literally see it as this is a new high. Anything past $10, I look at that as it's like a new high, a new fair high, should I say, because on launch, it wasn't really a fast start for ICP, so it's going to start climbing up slowly but surely. But one thing I want you guys to understand is this is the time you have to ask yourself, do I want a dollar cost average right now, or do I want to be on the sidelines? Now, you have to make up your own mind and your own idea, but when you're looking at a price point of up 20%, some people will say it's healthy to actually wait for a dip. But the thing about ICP is because it's so undervalued, it can go up in a straight line for months. That's what I realized. Because it's so undervalued, ICP can go up in a straight line for months and it can show no mercy on investors. One thing I always say to my videos, if you're new here, I always say the markets show no mercy. The coins show no mercy. Sometimes they go on rallies of 100%, 200%, 300%. We could see another month of big greens for ICP and extended candles for ICP. So it's that's why I'm scared to sell anything right now, because what I usually do is buy back in the dips. But to be honest, it looks like we're forming support above the $15 range. If I'm being honest, it looks like we're forming support above the $15 range. So I honestly don't know if we're gonna dip back down ever past below $13 to $12. I don't know if you're ever gonna go back there. Like, I have to be honest with you guys, like, I know we are not too late to the party. Like, $16 is still a steal if you ask me. Like, because I do believe we are going to do a 10-20x from here. Like, we can possibly go to 140 billion in market cap. So with that being said, it's like to the point where I'm really trying to make as much money possible. I'm trying to make as much income on the side possible, and so should you, because if you work in a job, you should be trying to stack as much money possible to buy more ICP. Because a lot of people right now, they work their job and then they spend their check on worthless liabilities that make them no money in return. But when you put your money in ICP, you're making a multiplier, you're making X's. Okay, so it's like to the point where if you just sacrifice this next year or so that's accumulating, you can live lavish within this next 2-3 years, or even shorter than that, depending on how much ICP you own. Like, I would love to be in a position where I could own over 2,000 ICP, and I'm just being honest. Like, if we check over here how much that's actually worth, I'll put that wrong. 2,000 ICP. That's actually $33,000. So I'd love to be in a position where I can possibly one day own 2,000 ICP. And the reason I say that is because if I own 2,000 ICP, right, and we just go to $500, which is a very realistic price point for this technology we're talking about here, that's $1 million off rip. That's $1 million right there. Now, I just wish I was buying at them $3 ranges, because if I had 5,000, let's say I had 5,000 and I brought out $3, that's 1,000, that's 1.6 thousand ICP. But I can't really dwell on the past like that. I have to look into the future. I'm just looking at, like, at least I got in at $11. At least I got into this great tech at $11, because we know this is going to be a triple digit coin. It's going to be a triple digit coin, and like, ICP is skyrocketing for some reason right now. I don't know if there's been any bullish news that came out recently, but I feel like because Bitcoin's at a standstill right now, if it continues to climb, we could see it catapult very quickly. We can see this narrative change where we are looking at coins that actually have fundamentals, not just meme coins. So I'm excited for these days, these next coming months and stuff like that, because we can either see it go back down, or we can see Bitcoin continue to go in a straight line upwards all the way to 100k. I'm not too sure what's gonna happen yet, but with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was actually Young Wealth with another one. If you guys enjoyed the video, smash the like button, hit the sub button, and also we do have a Patreon where we actually talk about crypto 24/7. We are sharing ideas on there on the Patreon Discord. If you want to be part of the Patreon or the Discord, just join the Patreon, link in the description. I'm not charging a crazy fee because I'm not trying to get all your money. Like, I'd rather you guys invest it. I'm just literally there to give you guys the knowledge. It's like an ecosystem over there where we talk about crypto 24/7. If you want to be a part of that, join up. So with that being said, it was actually Young Wealth, and I'm signing out with another video. Peace.